Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Man, this is, I truly believe this, and I know I've had other people say, do you time it? Well, it's the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming. Ron Wong, who is on the line, will agree to that. We've already been through an hour of the show, and it felt like I just sat down. And and that's the reason for this show's success over almost 20 years, that we keep them rolling, don't we, Ron? I mean,
yeah, we absolutely do. And, you know, we offer a lot of different subject matters about hunting,
yes,
fishing, the outdoors. And, you know, with so many people getting involved in the outdoors, in the fishing arena and the hunting arena, you know, we try to keep up with everything, talk about new things, talk about what's going on now, and the evolution of the industry.
Yeah, well, this guy on the line with us right now knows all about that because he spent he's one of us. You know, he may have moved to Columbia, South Carolina, but his roots are right here. We're happy for the job that he has working now as the Director of Pro Staff and Media Relations for Rather Outdoors in Columbia, South Carolina. You folks know him from his Strike King days, and that's our good friend Mark Copley. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to be with you guys.
It is. You sound the same. You haven't picked up any low country dialogue or anything. So
no, I'm still a Memphis redneck at heart.
Low country food.
Did you hear him right? He said he's a Memphis redneck at heart. Okay, so
I guess now I'm a low country redneck.
You are that. Well, I'm not going to say any more. No, we're just glad to have Mark with us. And like he said, he spends a lot of time now in Columbia, so he will miss seeing Ron this weekend at the Major League Fishing Heavy Hitters. But he told us off the air that he's got 6 guys in the tournament, 5 doubles with Lewis and Strike King, and 1 Stephen Browning is the other one. So, Ron, you be sure and take care of Mark's guys there because every one of them have been on this show. Yeah.
Very obviously,
I was actually going to put Ron in charge of them.
Uh-oh. Ron, did you hear that?
No.
He was going to put you in charge of them. Well, Ron can give them a charge.
You know I'm going to cover those anglers there that are Strike King Lewis.
Yes.
Because I believe in the company, the products, and, you know, that's a thing that I like to do. And you know, you look at the anglers there that Mark's talking about, you know, it's only Mark Rose and KVD, Steve Browning. The list goes on and on.
It just goes on and on.
Andy Montgomery.
And don't leave anybody out. You know, we're going to get
Andy Montgomery's not there. Andy Morgan's there.
Andy
Morgan is.
Well,
half of Andy's there. Then okay, Andy.
And
we got
some guy that's, you know, maybe kind of on the level of KVD, Mark Davis. I think he's won a classic.
Yeah.
Angler of the Year. You know, they just give those prizes.
I'm just so proud of Mark too. I mean, that we could go a whole show with Mark Davis. You know,
he's a good friend too, and
he is that, and still out there chunking.
I'm honored to call him a friend.
Yeah, chunking. Let's talk now, Mark. I know recently you guys came out with what I think is a pretty cool thing on Instagram. Strike King's IGTV started on March the 22nd. A season of Kings of Bass on a Monday night at 6 o'clock our time. So let's talk about this. The way the show.
I cannot tell you how excited I am about this show because it's not your typical fishing show.
No, talk about it. Yeah, practice at home.
They're not going out there teaching how to fish. You get an in-depth look in the lives of 6 of our top anglers.
Yes,
This past episode is Greg Hackney and Mark Zona.
Yes.
And, you know, people don't see what goes on behind the scenes. And this is the second season of it. It was actually done last year by a young man named Tyler Anderson. He is still out on the road doing some work for us, but we have increased our video production staff at the company, and we are taking back over this as a internal project. And I cannot brag enough on the crew that we have out there, on how they hustle, how they get it done. You know, you think the anglers have long hours. Well, our crew has just
yes.
as long hours, if not longer.
Yeah, and you're talking about this being see them at practice, at home, the ups and downs of competition. So this is not necessarily a how to or what not to do. This is about life for these guys, really.
And it's how they compete. It's how they go about competing.
Yes, yeah.
What are the little nuances that they like to do to get ready? You know, you get a look at them, how they feel, whether good, bad, you know, a good or bad day on the water.
Yeah.
How they are coming off the water, and it's real and it's raw, and it's very refreshing to see, and you know, to get a chance to see guys like Mark Zona and his home life, and
yes, yeah, and
how he goes about doing all that he does, and Hackney, and you know, this is his first year back on bass after being at Major League Fishing for, I believe, 3 years.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. And I've watched that one. I've watched that one.
It's a blast.
Yeah, I've watched that one. And I guess you're coming up with Kevin Van Dam and Jeff Sprague and Andy Montgomery. So these are these coming out weekly? What's the time?
Coming out monthly.
Monthly.
Is the plan right now, and we're pretty straight on schedule for the next one being released. I haven't got. I think we find out tomorrow not tomorrow, Monday. An actual date on when the second episode will be released, and this one's going to have KVD and Andy Montgomery in it.
Okay, this one's going to have KVD and Andy. Okay, all right, okay.
And Larry, you was talking about how fast the show goes.
Yes.
Well, if you want to slow it down, just put Andy Montgomery on there, because it takes him 30 minutes to say 15 minutes worth of words.
I am going to send a copy of this segment to Andy. And so he'll know that how much we love him. Okay, I mean
that's right.
Yeah, because
he picked on me, I got to pick back a little bit.
and I'm going to say right now that another one that I love to talk to him, that's my good friend Roger Stegall, and I'd like to put Roger and Andy together sometime, and we'll time them. Okay, and that's a lovable thing, because we're going to see Roger.
If you want to slow it down even further, put Mark Davis in there too.
I might do that, but we can't put Ron Wong at all. I mean, we'll have to cut me and him off. You'd have to do it, Mark. We'd have to let you do it. So, but anyway.
That's one of those you just sit there and hold on.
I know it, and I love all those guys. And I will announce here real quickly, I mentioned Roger Stegall because I know he's had some association with Strike King in the past and things like that. But Roger's going to be one of the MCs for the St. Jude Bass Classic this year. We're going to have one, folks. It's coming back. I'll be writing about it in Sunday's Commercial Appeal, hopefully. And he's going to be up there on the stage with Jimmy Washam Jr. And I told Gary Conklin and Steve Cook that I'm assuming that Jimmy Jr. is Roger's interpreter. I don't know how that's going to work, so we'll see. But, hey, we're talking to Mark Copley, our good friend, now over in Columbia, South Carolina, and we talked about Season of Kings of Bass. And we got to ask you, before we move on to a little bit about Rather Outdoors, because a lot of folks may not be familiar with this. This is really a company that folks that has some outlets that all of us are familiar with. Can you kind of tell us in a nutshell Rather Outdoors?
Absolutely. So Rather Outdoors is the name of our parent company, our holding company, for that is we're the corporate that is in charge of the different brands that we own.
Yes.
We recently announced that we acquired Quantum Zebco.
Yes. I saw that.
It's going to take some time on the rollout on how that comes and all of that. So it's we're not as heavily involved. At least I'm not. Right now with that, there's lots of planning and all that has to go on with that. But
it's on the website. It's on the Rather website. They've got.
It is there.
It's there.
They are a part of our company. Lou's, as everyone knows Lou Childress started this company, and it's we always considered when I was with Strike King, Lou's was a sister type company because we
just
all
worked
love
hand
the
in hand.
outdoors.
Yes.
We're all avid
Yeah.
anglers, and so Salmo, which is another brand of ours, which is a kind of a northern and European, but more walleye oriented.
Yeah. But it's a variety of companies that have come together and be part of Rather Outdoors. But of course, as we said, Mark is Director of Pro Staff and Media Relations for Rather Outdoors. And I know, getting back to I wanted to let people know where they can watch this season of Kings of Bass. I forgot to ask you that, Mark. So fill them in on where do they go to watch this? Absolutely.
So you go to Instagram. There's a couple of ways to do it. I know that the first time that it actually hits will hit on Instagram.
Okay.
So if you just sign up, it gets you a free Instagram account. If you don't have one,
get one.
And when you go to the Strike King page, go to IGTV.
Yes.
Which there's a little tab for that, either at the bottom of your phone or if you're looking at it on the website. And
that's where I went.
You'll see a gallery there of everything that we have. It's also available on will be available on Strike King's YouTube site. And just watch all of our social media channels, Instagram, Facebook. As once that's ready, we'll be promoting it with little previews and let you know when it hits.
Well, now are most of them going to be about? Just got a minute here. How long are these going to be? Are these?
They're about 22 minutes.
That's what I thought, folks. That's what we're getting to now. I always learned you can lose people's concentration anything longer than I was always told when I wrote. I still write, but write to a 6th grade level. Well, I'm writing to Jethro, I think, on the Bodine family right now. So I've always worried about that, and it never got past. Mark Copley, man, we miss you, but I know you and your wife and family are doing well over there. But say hello to them, and let's talk more often, buddy. I know I can call collect, okay? Or I'll just charge it.
Absolutely.
Charge it the
I
wrong.
got all the airtime in the world. We can talk anytime.
Yeah.
Look, we miss Memphis dearly.
I know you do.
We still have some family there. My wife's parents are still there. My brother and his wife are still there. So we miss Memphis dearly, but we do love where we are. We make trips back to Memphis every so often.
Well,
actually,
just let us.
My wife and son are there this weekend.
Oh, they are? Well, just let us know, and we'll get Ron to take us out to eat, okay, when you come back in. So
he is good for that. And
he is.
If Ron's good at anything, he is good for that.
Oh, man. Thank you, Mark. We'll talk to you, buddy. All right, have a great one. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and let's wrap this thing up with some turkey talk with Steve Turkey.